Hi, I'm Danny and these are my Diecast Disasters. This video is going to be another subscriber's choice video. I posted an image a few days back in my community tab of this little Hot Wheels Camaro IROC, and I asked what colour you guys would like to see it. Hot Wheels have been making this model since 2012. IROC standing for International Race of Champions, and it was an upgrade kit that was first available in 1985 for the Camaros. This would have been a pretty cool sports car back in the mid 80s. Taking a closer look at this example, it's not in the worst condition, although the paint is fairly chipped here and there. It's got a nice metallic black paint job with the red detailing. The wheels are looking pretty scruffy. It's not a particularly old model, and I don't think they're very hard to find if you wanted to customize your own one. Plastic base on it. There's quite a lot of fluff in that interior. So the first step is to drill out the posts and take the car apart. With the car apart, I can now remove the paint from the cast body with some poly stripper. And then I give it a clean up with the wire brush on my rotary tool, getting rid of the oxidation and remaining paint. Here it is, looking a lot more shinier after burnishing. It's had all of the paint scraps removed. I'm now going to drill and tap the rivet posts. I'm using a 1.7mm drill and a 256 tap. With the post tapped, I can screw in some 256 button head screws for later on. Now it was time to paint the car. There were a lot of comments and suggestions. Probably the most suggested colour was black and red. But the car was already pretty much black and red, so I didn't really feel like doing that. Another colour scheme that was suggested quite a bit was orange, so that's what I've chosen. The car was first painted black, and then I masked off this little line around the base of it, and I painted it in a burnt orange, which I made with Vallejo orange and a tiny drop of blue. I'm really happy with the way that my stripe came out, so now I just need to detail the car and give it a nice coat of gloss. So while that's curing, we can move on to the base of the car. I'm not going to be using these old worn out wheels, so I use a cutting disc on my rotary tool to cut the axles, and then I can remove them and throw them away. With the wheels and axles removed, I give the base a quick wash in some hot soapy water, and then it is painted black. And I bring out the highlights on the base with some silver weathering powder. I then finished all of this with a satin varnish. The interior and the windscreen are both pretty filthy, so I start by giving them a wash in some hot soapy water. Here they are, looking a lot cleaner. That interior looks brand new now. I'm going to paint it black though, but I want to keep the middles of the seats red, so I mask them off. Here it is after painting and the mask removed. I also added a little bit of a wash to the red seats. The windscreen was fine apart from looking a bit scuffed, so I gave it a good polish. And here they are, all of the parts of our Camaro IROC Z, refurbished, repainted and ready to go back together. I've got some nice new wheels to replace the old ones, so I start by installing those in the base. I take out my button head screws. I can now assemble the interior parts of the car. And finally the base goes back on and the button head screws are replaced. So before we take a final look at our finished Hot Wheels Camaro IROC Z, let's just take a moment to look back and be reminded of what we started with. Our metallic black and red Camaro, looking pretty play worn with its chipped paint job. Those wheels are looking pretty terrible. It's a cool 80s American sports car that is in dire need of a do-over. And here it is, our finished custom Camaro. It's been repainted in a nice burnt orange. It's got a nice new set of wheels. It's been detailed and it's got a nice new black and red interior. I think it looks pretty cool in the burnt orange, so thanks for everyone who suggested that. You can all let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, it's great to hear from anyone who used to own one of these cars. You would have been pretty cool. I'm sure they were a great ride. I'll be posting another car for the subscribers' choice really soon, so if you'd like to have your say, then remember to hit that subscribe button. Big thanks to everyone for the great comments and likes on my videos. An extra special thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters who help to support the show. If you'd like to join them, you can check out my Patreon page. There's a link in the description below. If you like the photos of the cars in front of the backgrounds at the ends of the videos, and you'd like to see one of your photos featured as a background for a car, you can send them in to my email. It's in the About section. Just remember to make sure that they're photos that you have taken. And that just leaves me to say thanks heaps for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.